come to Istanbul or anywhere in Turkey, don't forget to order Turkish wine because it's actually really, really, really good. We're in a wonderful restaurant already called Kapi Karaköy. It's like a trendy, hip neighborhood in Istanbul. Bon appetit!
Tucked in a hidden alley, stop by Kapi for a lovely array of traditional dishes. Lamb shashlik cooked to perfection over sizzling coals, juicy chicken kebabs paired with chilled Turkish pilsner. This is a local's favorite and you definitely don't want to miss it. P.S. Wait until the end of this video to find out another super fun thing to do in Karaköy. The truth is, Geyik, meaning deer in Turkish, has two faces. By day, it's a coffee roastery featuring beans from Kenya to Peru. By night, it transforms into a hit hotspot serving the city's best whiskey sour. The intimate and cozy vibe is casual and cool, but if there are too many people at the bar, then head across the street for more fun options. We found Smyrna right across the street from Geyik. It's a neighborhood joint, a lot more local and chill. Most importantly, the staff was super nice.
Martini with an orange peel, not a lemon. Interesting choice. You like it? But it's good.
What makes Istanbul so special is its unique location as the intersect between Europe and Asia. The most scenic way to cross between continents is by taking the ferry.
So we are taking the ferry to Kadiköy. It's a great way to transport from the Europe side to the Asia side of Istanbul.
Tickets cost less than USD 30 cents. Service run every 15 to 20 minutes between Karaköy, the Europe station, and Kadiköy, the Asia station. The last ferry is at midnight, and each ride is about 25 minutes long.
After the ferry ride, we are now in the Asia side. We're in Asia. It's actually a misconception to think that the Asia side is going to be filled with like, you know, wok restaurants and like Chinese markets. It's actually not like that at all. It's the same. And we're actually gonna be hitting up like a pretty trendy and hip neighborhood and go get lunch.
Çiya Kebab deserves all the stars. For the best kebabs on the Kadiköy part of Istanbul, this legendary eatery does not kid around. With 3 different restaurants, all within close proximity to the fish market, Çiya Sofrasi began in 1987, famous for its kebabs and pitas. The owners of this family business wanted their restaurants to combine flavors from various cultures, including Georgian, Turkish, Arabian, Armenian, Ottoman, Syrian, and Jewish. On the menu, you'll find eggplants too. They're worth every bite.
This is the aubergine kebab. And look at the size of the pita. I already ripped it, but it's like the size of my head. And we're just gonna rip it, eat it, and dive right in. It's like a thin flaky dough with pistachio and butter and cream. And it's really tasty. Yum. Yeah, it's not that big. It's so cute because at the end of the meal they give you and if you open it,
part about passing the day in Kadiköy is strolling through its hip Moda neighborhood, full of antique and vintage shops. Head over to Telazade Street where you can browse through ancient lamps, record players, telescopes, jewelries, secondhand books, and rugs. One may think that these authentic boutiques rose from gentrification, but quite the contrary. These shops and the fish market have all been around for years. They've only been recently unveiled by mainstream tourists.
Are you seeing this many different olives? It's so pretty.
One cannot visit Kadiköy without pulsing to the heartbeat of the Asian side of Istanbul, the market. From fishermen catching their fish, colorful and fragrant spices, glistening olives in every shade of green and brown. The market is full of life and taste. If you're craving to bring home some fresh Turkish ground coffee or a jar of century-old pickles, this would be the most ideal souvenir stop for any foodie. For top favorite among the trendy crowd, check out Aheste, which means slowly in Farsi. Situated in the heart of the historical Para or Peyuglu neighborhood, Aheste oozes a romantic ambiance via dim lights and cave-like interior. The Metze's menu pays homage to Turkish taverns. Opt for the tasting menu like we did, so you can truly devour all the flavors from savory to sweet in one cohesive sitting. Reservation is needed, and prepare to spend a few hours to fully indulge in the experience. It's clear that Flekk caters to an international crowd. One can't help but meet traveling foreigners or expats at this delicious cocktail bar. At the turn of two taper alleys, Flekk is known for its syrup-free concoctions. The ambience is lively with DJs. If the bar runs out of interior sitting room, it's not abnormal to spot the crowd gathering outside, sipping on their tasty drinks.
So we're at the only fish restaurant in Istanbul.
It's not the only fish one. It's the only fish house.
It's the only fish. So we're at the only fish house in Istanbul, and the menu looked amazing. I think that we ordered way too much for what we can actually finish. But we're gonna have a great meal. This is gonna be absolutely delish.
If you're hungry before or after visiting the Blue Mosque, head over to Sultanahmet Fish House, serving aromatic dishes in an unassuming edifice. The service is top-notch, and the fish stew and saffron sauce is to die for, as well as the octopus and fried fish. The owner will also offer the most fragrant Turkish tea after the meal. What a bonus treat.
We are at Hagia Sophia, and it is so beautiful in here.
The symbol of Istanbul is undoubtedly the magnificent Hagia Sophia, originally built as a Christian cathedral by the Romans and designed by the Greek geometers during the 5th century. At the time, it was crowned as the ultimate standard of Byzantine architecture, with unique achievements of encompassing the world's largest indoor space and a pendantive dome. Once the Ottomans captured the Byzantine Empire in 1453, Hagia Sophia was swiftly converted into a mosque with numerous Byzantine elements either removed or transformed into Islamic design components. In 1935, the secular Republic of Turkey opened Hagia Sophia to the public as a museum, but recently in July 2020, despite criticisms from Pope Francis and international powers including France and Russia, Hagia Sophia was symbolically re-established as a mosque in over 80 years. The heartbeat of Istanbul now hosts 6.5 million visitors a year.
Just saw Hagia Sophia. Right near here is the beautiful and famous iconic Blue Mosque. There's the prayer call right now between the Hagia Sophia and the Blue Mosque. It's beautiful.
What makes the Blue Mosque so famous is its 20,000 blue Iznik ceramic tiles that adorn the interior of the mosque. They're turquoise in color, each symbolize Ottoman floral patterns, tulips, lilies, carnations, and many more. Just like Hagia Sophia, the Blue Mosque is also free to enter, open every day except for prayer times when it's closed for 90 minutes.
We are entering the spice market. Getting Fez vibes, Fez Morocco vibes all over again, and loving it.
Back in the day, the idea of markets were to help financially support the maintenance of nearby mosques, schools, hospitals, and public baths. In 1664, the Spice Bazaar was built for the exact same reason, with spices brought from Egypt via annual Cairo caravan. Today, this is where you can find all kinds of colorful spices and herbs, nuts and honeycomb, cheese and caviar, and smoked or dried meats. It is one of the most vibrant places to be in Istanbul. What a scented experience.
No, thank you. When I was 16, when we came here, all I wanted was a third eye, and so I'm seeing so many of them here now. We are in a spice shop, drinking beautiful Turkish tea. I'm thinking of getting dried fruit behind me to put in cocktails at home. We just found like a really, really pretty smaller mosque, but like gorgeous. The tiles are beautiful, love the colors. But hello! Rustem Pasha Mosque was my personal favorite for two reasons. It's much smaller in size with less crowds, so the entire visit is far more holy and spiritual. And the wow factor upon entrance as I gasped at the sight of 2,300 Iznik tiles arranged in 80 different patterns. In addition, the mosque sits on top of a market, permitting the entire visiting experience extremely local and somewhat hidden. Look, there's like a market literally right down there. It's so cool. Technically, it's our fourth mosque of the day, and it sits on a hill. We're at sunset, and we're heading there now. Right there. I do remember this mosque from like when I was 16 because it looks vaguely familiar. It's a hike to reach Suleymaniye Mosque, which graciously sits on the hill in the Fatih district, close to the spice market. I highly recommend heading there right around sunset so you can capture a spectacular view. The architecture features 4 minarets and 10 balconies, which symbolizes Suleiman the Magnificent as Ottoman era's 10th Sultan, who commissioned this mosque as a dedication to Prince Mehmed. After visiting the Suleymaniye Mosque, you'll want to find somewhere to rest your feet and enjoy the city's sparkling skyline from atop. Giriftar Cafe is the perfect place to sip on a lovely Turkish tea, indulge in hookah or shisha on a posh outdoor terrace that overlooks the marvelous Bosphorus. You guys, this is like the famous umbrella street. I'm so happy I made it here. Since we started this video in Karaköy, we're going to end right where we started. Hoca Tahsin is where you'll find the vibrant umbrella street lined with funky cafes, charming restaurants, and shops.